Okay. Hey, family. So, just before I went live, my computer decided that it was not going to connect to the internet. All good. That's why we have other devices. That's why we have other devices. And that's why we have multiple ways of connecting every morning. Just in case me and my crazy resistance causes some technological issue. Okay. I am coming to you. Welcome from Luxor, Egypt, where I have been deepening into the ancient mysteries, myself, my path. It's been a big reflection. It's been a big introspection. I'm here by the Nile River, and as the water washes across the horizon of my vision every day, it's like my consciousness is washed every day. It's incredible. It's incredible. So we're going to go to A Course in Miracles. Now, family, on the live stream, I do want to just give a heads up that on the live stream, I am not going to do live screen share on the live stream, only because I'm on a different device. And when I do the screen share, when I go to another screen, we get black on the live stream, and that's not good, right? So we don't want that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up ACIM on my phone. Clubhouse has been really lovely and patient with us this morning while we got together our tech experience. If you're brand new here, I'm Reverend Valerie Love, and I am here for your freedom spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, and financially on this channel and on all these channels, whether you're watching on the Christian Witches YouTube channel or the Valerie Love YouTube channel. If you're in the Christian Witches Club on Clubhouse, or if you're on the Reverend Valerie Love Facebook fan page, we talk about spirituality magic, and we talk about you coming out of all the constraints, especially religious constraints, especially because many of us got tied up, hamstrung from religion since we were knee-high to a grasshopper. So we're here to be free of all of that and to step into our true godship, as godlings we are, and be the divine beings and be the expression of love on the planet and beyond the planet. So let's give a moment of thanks for our ancestors. Let's have a deep breath and deepen into the realness of your soul and bring forward a thank you and appreciation for the universe at large, known as Source, God, Goddess, I Am, the All, the Infinite, the One. And in the All, we also know that we are one with our Source, not separate beings, one with the Source. And now deep into the vibration of being that which you desire to manifest. Being it. Not praying for it, not asking for it, not envisioning it, not do all that too. By all means, be it. Be the creativity. Be the peace. Peace. Be the love. Be the joy. Be the abundance. Be the wealth. Then none of these can be denied to you. And opening our eyes, we now engage A Course in Miracles. Today's lesson can be pulled up at acim.org, acim.org, which I will pull up now. Or you can also read with us in the book, the Blue Book. A Course in Miracles. ACIM.org, which is a foundation for inner peace. And when you go to ACIM.org, the lesson for the day is always streaming right across the top. So you can see it streaming right here. Let's see if I can get it. There it is. So it's streaming right there. So all we do is tap on that little stream and it'll bring you directly to the ACIM lesson for the day. Here it is. Lesson 235, because we've been here now for 235 days. Only 130 more to go. Woo, woo. You have been here for 235 days straight. OMG, look at you. Freaking fantastic. You're awesome. Put your hand up and pat yourself on the back. You're spectacular. You're amazing. Look at you. Being all godlike and shit. It's fabulous. All right. ACIM.org. Lesson 235. And it is, while it pulls up on my screen, we will just give a shout out to let you all know that soon we will be leaving Instagram and Facebook. So enjoy Instagram and Facebook while we're there. Soon we'll be leaving Instagram and Facebook. Facebook we will not leave until December 31st of 2022, so that the commitment is honored for all 365 days of A Course in Miracles to be on Facebook. Instagram, we don't have that same commitment to Instagram. So Instagram, my own personal Instagram, I ended it today. So I put the last post on my Instagram. If you want to know why I'm leaving Instagram, go to my Instagram. Ooh. Pardon me. Go to my Instagram at Instagram. The Instagram handle is at Thou Love Inspires. We will no longer be on Instagram. And this lesson's not coming up here, so let me go to another browser. See, I'm going to keep trying things until it works. Instagram in summer, this is August 2022. I don't know when you're watching this, but if you are watching this live with us, then just last month, there was another update for Facebook. Now, Facebook did not substantially change their update. They just put in their legalese and their 50 million pages of the terms and conditions that no normal human being is going to read. We just sign it and check, yes, we're going to do that. And we could be checking that we're going to give Facebook our firstborn children. I don't know. We don't know what's in the terms and conditions. We don't know. I mean, regular people don't know. And so I research, and I like to listen to smarter people that know, smarter than me about those kinds of things, that know what's going on. And what I have heard and what I've seen only confirms my inner knowing about Facebook. That Facebook does not mean any of us any good. That Facebook long ago sold its soul to the devil. And I'm not saying that Facebook and Instagram can't do any good, because of course, much good we've shared in and been a part of on Facebook and Instagram. And of course, if you're good, you're creating good wherever you go. I'm talking about the entity that is Facebook is not aligned with who I am or what I stand for. And I've said this before. I said I was going to leave Facebook before. And the only reason I didn't leave Facebook before is because of the people we have on Facebook, the connections. That was the only reason we did not leave Facebook before. And Facebook had as an intention to make the world more open and connected. And that is a beautiful intention. And I believe they really meant that when they started. I don't impute ill motives to anyone. I believe they really, really, really I stood on that intention for a very long time. And then years later, after Facebook had already been operating for quite a while, the question came up, well, you have all these millions of people on Facebook now. How are you going to monetize? How are you going to make money from this? And there are many ways to monetize. Facebook chose what many of the platforms in Web 2.0 chose, which is why I love Web 3.0, where we're going. Many of the companies in Web 2.0 chose advertising, the advertising model. And so Facebook, different from YouTube, is that Facebook harnesses and takes two things from the user: attention and content, of course, right? We give our attention to Facebook. We give our content to Facebook. No problem. We're giving it voluntarily. No problem whatsoever. Beautiful. Because we want to. Now, in the beginning, Facebook just took that information, and what they started to do was they started to sell it at first. Selling our information, selling where we're eating, selling what we like, selling what we talk about. And then they started to get profit from that. So then they became more invasive. Listening to all your conversations. You have a cat, it's going to show you cat food, cat things, cat toys. It hears you saying that you want to go to Las Vegas. Next thing, Vegas pops up on your timeline. And even now, well, it's a little annoying. It's a little creepy that something is just like listening to everything you do all the time. That's a little creepy. But hey, we can live with that. We can live with it. The problem that I have with it is that as this latest update came on and they said, we're doing this, you can't opt out. Like, you can't just use the program, the platform, to be more open and connected, to connect with the people you want to connect with, and that who want to connect with you, you can't opt out. So it's like, how things, they have a little button. I'm muted on Clubhouse. Oh my God. Am I muted, Harmony? I'm muted, Harmony?
No.
Oh, Angel. Angel, can you hear on Clubhouse? Maybe you have to come in and come in. If I was muted, I know Harmony would have definitely told me. Angel, you may have to go out and come back in. Okay? So to help our audience understand what we are doing and how to connect with us. Because the most important thing for me in everything I do on social is connection. That is the number one reason. I don't do social for money. Number one. It's a nice side effect. That's not my intention. I have one intention and goal in all of social: connection. Connection with you. So that I learn from you. You learn from me. We grow together. We build community together. We overcome things together. We ascend together. We share our knowledge with each other. We share our wisdom with each other. Community and connectedness. That is why I do social. End of story. And whether I'm making money or not from social, whether it's going up or going down, whether I'm growing fast or not growing at all, I show up every day to social, and have for many years, for the connection with you. That's why I'm here, for you. I'm not here for Facebook. I'm not here for YouTube either, because if there was something better than YouTube, I'd be on it. Actually, there is something better than YouTube. It's called Library, because Library doesn't have all the that YouTube has either. They all have some kind of. There is no perfect platform. There is none. So for me, I was never a big Facebook person, just by preference. It just really never did anything for me. And I know that there are other people that are big Facebook people, and Harmony is a Facebook person, and I honor that. So I'm not saying Facebook is good or bad. Facebook goes according to your intention. The reason I am making this change is because inside myself, I just don't feel it inside me. Inside me, Facebook is a no for me. And now that Facebook, years ago they bought Instagram, years ago they bought WhatsApp, and it used to be that your WhatsApp conversations were private. No longer so. They're no longer private. So for me, I just don't want someone creeping over my shoulder continuously. What's your location? Where are you? Where are you eating food? Where are you doing this? Where are you doing that? Not for the purpose of helping me in my life. If you are doing that and you're doing it because you want to help me do something better, for the purpose of selling my information to the highest bidder, because that's what they do. It's an auction. Selling my information to the highest bidder so that they can slam me with ads every turn I make. I see more ads now on my Facebook and my Instagram timeline than I see friends. I don't see the people I follow. I follow people, I don't see their posts. I'm definitely going to see advertisers' posts. Lastly, Instagram lost its soul. Not only did Facebook lose its soul, I don't know if Facebook ever had a soul, but that's for Mark Zuckerberg to figure out. Instagram lost its soul. YouTube never lost its soul. And here's what I meant. YouTube lost its way a few times. It never lost its soul. Because you know what the soul of YouTube is? The soul of YouTube is long form video content. That is the soul of YouTube. YouTube has never given up on that. YouTube does that better than any platform on the planet. Long form video content. It does that better than any place on the planet. Instagram, literally the logo is a camera. Instagram was the world's best photo sharing app. That's what, remember when Instagram was pictures? Do you remember? It was beautiful. I used to love Instagram because Instagram was sort of like it was almost like a vision board for me. I could just go through and see all these pictures of the people I chose to follow and that I chose to connect with. And then after a while, you started seeing an ad here and there. I'm okay with that. I'm not anti-ad. I'm okay with that. Then after a while, they came up with Instagram Live. Because I don't know, maybe they wanted to compete with YouTube when YouTube came out with live video. And so, okay, we got Instagram Live. No problem. I used it. Then it videos. Okay, now you can upload videos to a photo sharing app. I thought we were doing photos here, but okay, whatever. Then after TikTok, Instagram just decided it was going to be a total TikTok knockoff. You even scroll now, the reels, it's exactly the same as TikTok. Why am I on here? Because I'm going to take the same thing that I put on TikTok and put it on here. Why am I doing that? And what are you giving me for that, Instagram? You're not giving me any extra reach that I don't have somewhere else. You're not giving me any extra customers. You're not giving me any. What are we receiving for all this content it is asking us for? It's asking us for stories. It's asking us for reels. It's asking us for pictures. It's asking us for. What is Instagram giving you? It's just a huge, big feed the monster content machine that you have to keep pushing content into. I'm not doing that. And I don't make content to make content. I make content because I love making content. So let me ask you a question. If I make a reel, Instagram calls it reels, or TikTok, or short, YouTube calls it shorts. And I'm not going to say YouTube didn't try to knock off TikTok too. It did. It had to do something to try to deal with TikTok because TikTok was taking them all out. So YouTube came up with shorts. But remember, YouTube did not abandon its soul to go to now we're a short we're a 1 second, we're a 1 minute platform now. YouTube is not a 1 minute platform. I consistently consume 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour videos on YouTube. That's the norm for me. You're not going to get that on TikTok. Beautiful. I see why I have YouTube. I see why I have TikTok. But Instagram, if you want to be TikTok, why am I just taking an extra step to upload the same TikToks that I put on TikTok to put on Instagram? For what? And Instagram and TikTok is growing way faster. And Instagram is not. They change the algorithm every 5 minutes. We're not playing that game. So if you add all of that up, you tracking me 24/7 so you can feed me ads and not let me see my friends and the people I really want to see. You're not growing my content any more than other platforms are growing my content more. You're not giving me money. YouTube, at least YouTube just made a deposit in my bank account. You're not giving me no money. And I'm not saying that they don't pay some people. I'm sure some people are in the program. Why? Because YouTube was the only only one that had a partner program that actually pays you money on videos. So when you add it all up, why do I have Instagram in my life? Now, if you just want vanity metrics, you want people to, oh, I love this. Oh, this is so amazing. Oh, I'm not in this for vanity metrics. I'm in this to change lives. I don't fucking care how many likes are on a video or a thumbs up or all that. I tell y'all to do all of that so it can spread to more people, because that feeds the algorithm. Share, like, press buttons, interact, because then that's going to get it to the next person that needs to see something inspiring. It's going to get it to the next person that has a problem and they don't know what's going on, and ACIM is going to help them. It's going to get it to the next person that's weaving left and the universe wants them to weave right. That's what this is about. This is about source. This is not about any of these platforms. But we do get sucked into these platforms, and I, for one, I'm done. So Whisper said my favorite short is when you have suitcase money. Man, Soul Whisper, they love that one. Oh my God, that one is so fun. It's so fun. We made it at the Selfie Content Museum. So for all of you, I even love Clubhouse at this point more than I love Instagram. So the whole Meta family of companies, I'm leaving. I'm just voting with my feet. So leaving Instagram, leaving WhatsApp, leaving Facebook. And Facebook, like I said, not until the commitment is fulfilled, which is December 31st of 2022. And all 365 lessons are on Facebook. They'll be there forever. We just won't be adding any more content. We're not deleting the Facebook. I'm deleting the app. It'll be there. I'll have a sign up that says, hey, we're not adding any more content here. Find us on YouTube. Find us on TikTok. Find us on Pinterest. I love Pinterest. So for the ones that really connect with you, that feed your soul, that you love, that are feeding you, work with those. Twitter never did anything for me. LinkedIn never did anything for me. I'm on Twitter. I'm on LinkedIn. Why? Because they tell us we have to be there. Well, I'm not doing that anymore. You played that game so many times too, Soul Whisper. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not. I don't feel like it. I don't feel it in me. And I'm not getting anything out of it. So, and I can't say I'm not getting anything out of it. What I'm saying is that what it requires, it does not return an investment. If I put 10 posts up, I ought to get some wonderful return on investment. It does not give you an ROI in terms of money, in terms of customers. I don't get customers from Instagram. Never have. I don't get customers from Facebook, pretty much. Never have. All my customers, mostly all my customers, have come from YouTube and Clubhouse. I'm talking about people that find you, see you, follow the link, and give you money. That doesn't happen. On Instagram, I can't say that it doesn't happen, because on the Christian Witches Instagram, we've gotten a lot of book sales, a lot of exposure. Yeah, the Christian Witches Instagram, the Christian Witches TikTok, I've really only been working on it in earnest for the last couple of weeks. It's already boom, 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 boom. It's already over 500 followers. I could see it easily becoming 1 million. I could see Christian Witches TikTok. I can easily see it becoming 1 million followers. That means just more connections, more connections, more connections, more connections, which is why we do this. So with all your social media platforms, be really honest with yourself and ask yourself, what are they giving me? Can get lost in Pinterest. Oh my God, isn't Pinterest amazing? Maricel said it too. Pinterest is like, drooling. Pinterest has me drooling so much. I just love Pinterest. And we get a lot of wonderful, wonderful. I cannot go on Pinterest for months. And do you know we still get tons of views and exposure and even website traffic on Pinterest because Pinterest has the links that go straight to you. I could even see maybe if Instagram allowed links in the caption. It don't allow links. It has the link tree. But how many people are going to go to your bio, go to the link? They can really be driven to do that. And I want to give you one more subtle distinction that makes all the difference. You left LinkedIn too, Saul Whisper. I know that's right. Like, what do we have these 50 million platforms for? We don't need to do all that. You don't. I promise you. Didn't know you were on Pinterest. We'll look for your page. Oh, yay! You know what, I fail family? If you do one or two of them well, you don't need all these platforms. Now, in business, of course, they tell you, you have to be everywhere. You have to be on 6, you have to be on 10, you have to be on Pinterest. No, you don't. And one big plus for me, too, is that you want to know what platform gives me a ton of discovery and book buyers? Amazon. Amazon gives me traffic, buyers. Why? Because it's focused on the same thing I'm focused on. I'm aligned with Amazon. I'm aligned with YouTube. I'm aligned with TikTok. And they are feeding the mission. They're helping me accomplish what I am here to accomplish. Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp, I don't even know if they even know about my mission. They don't have to. Um, they're not helping me reach the mission. The mission is touch billions of people, help billions of people on this planet, not by them looking at a pretty picture or a cute video or a 1 minute reel, a 30-second reel and go, because they even have said that on TikTok, people don't buy as much as they do on other platforms. They just had a TikTok, if you go to the deep analysis of these things, they had a TikTok influencer who has like 1 million followers. They had an event, hardly no one was there. Why? Because you are not going to form a deep, solid connection with someone on one 30-second video unless you go deeper into their content and you watch a lot of their videos. You can form a deep connection with someone on a 30-minute or 1 hour or 2 hour video. And you hear them telling your story. I have connected with so many people on YouTube. So I said all that to say that's where I stand on it. You are standing somewhere different. And you've got to honor you and what's going with you. I honor everything that's going on with every person. So you honor what's going on with you. If you love Facebook, love it, do your thing, make it work. If you love Instagram, make it work. I used to love Instagram before it lost its soul. I used to love Instagram. So, relationships change. That's all. And each person, you've got to know in your own self, what is your intention? What are you looking for? What are you desirous of creating? And when you know that, then you'll know the platforms to align with that will enable you, that are helping you, that you are locking arms and your partners running to the same goal. Me and Amazon have the same goal, selling record books. And Amazon is like, hey, while you're sleeping, I'll show your book to people. Why? Because Amazon wants people to buy it, just like I want people to buy it. And Amazon is not asking me to put a video up every day, or Amazon isn't asking me to do anything every day. Think about that. No stories on Amazon every day, stories on Instagram. No reels on Amazon, everyday reels. And yet books are just being sold on Amazon all the time because Amazon has down pat how to sell books to customers who want those books and for them to be happy. I want the same thing. Me and Amazon are like this. That's a match made in heaven, right? That doesn't mean I agree with everything Amazon does. I don't. And no partnership will you agree with everything that your partner is doing. I don't agree with everything YouTube does. It's a partnership that works for me, my intention, and my mission. Okay? So I want to say that. And if you are with us on Instagram, stay connected. Connect on YouTube, Pinterest, the website, and of course, TikTok. And of course, on the Christian Witches blog and on the Christian Witches YouTube channel and on the most important is in person, seeing your amazing face in person. All right, lesson 235. God in his mercy wills that I be saved. Here's lesson 235 today. Here we go. I need but look upon all things that seem to hurt me. Here's where the course is about to correct our mind. And with perfect certainty assure myself, if I look on something that seems like it's going to hurt me, let me change my mind by saying thus, God wills that I be saved from this, and merely watch them disappear. God wills that I be saved from this. God wills that I be saved from this. Say it with me. God wills that I be saved from this. I think I'm seeing a problem with my boo. God wills that I be saved from this. I think I'm seeing a problem with finances. God wills that I be saved from this. I think I'm seeing a problem with my kids. God wills that I be saved from this. I need but keep in mind, my Father's will for me is only happiness. God's will for you is perfect happiness. We have said it a million times in YouTube this year, and we will say it a million more times. God's will for you is perfect happiness. To find that only happiness has come to me. And I need but remember that God's love surrounds his Son and keeps his sinlessness forever perfect. To be sure that I am saved and safe forever in his arms, we get to remember that the perfect love of Mother, Father, God surrounds us at all times, reminding us of our perfection, holiness, and sinlessness. Just feel it. Feel the perfect love of God surrounding you. This is source. This is God, Goddess I am. This is higher self loving you. No matter what you do, you can't be out of the love. It's impossible. I am the son he loves. Say it to yourself. I am the child the universe loves. I am the beloved of the Creator. I am the loved child of Source. I am the beloved. And I am saved because God in his mercy wills it so. You're saved because there's nothing getting you. Isn't that beautiful? You're saved because there's nothing after you. You're saved because there's nothing against you. You're saved because there's nothing that can destroy you. You're saved because there's nothing that can outdo you. There is nothing strong enough. I love what Infinite Waters Ralph Smart said. He said, you ain't strong enough to mess up your life. I felt that. You're not strong enough to mess up your life. Because the little egoic self, no matter what little tantrums and guilt and unworthiness it wants to swirl around in, is not strong enough to contend with love. Here is our prayer. Screenshot it if you don't have the book, or if you don't have it with you. Screenshot it. Let me get it so that it's not a shadow on it. Well, facing the windows, so you're gonna have a little shadow. Okay, there you go. Screenshot it. Father, your holiness is mine. Holiness, holiness, holiness. Your holiness is mine. Your love created me. Your love created me and made my sinlessness part of you. Your sinlessness, you're part of God. And there's no aspect of God that has any sin. Therefore, there's no aspect of you that has any sin. I have no guilt nor sin in me, for there is none in you. There is no guilt or sin in source, and none in you. Tell yourself, there's no sin or guilt in me. I am the perfect loved child of this universe. I am loved, and the only will for the universe has for me is my perfect happiness. That's what the universe wills for me. And it doesn't need me to do anything. You felt that, right, Miriam? It doesn't need you to be obedient. God doesn't need you to be obedient. God doesn't need you. Why would the creator of the universe need us to comply with its wishes or else? Why would it need that? We never asked that question, did we? Why does God need me to be obedient? It doesn't. You're loved no matter what you do. The word says that rain falls and nourishes every being on this planet. The sun shines on everyone and everything, no matter how dastardly or mean you are being. You have the same access to the infinite power of the universe. It's called energy. You can get up and use the energy that you have to love, or you can use the energy to kill. The universe never cut off your energy. The universe is not cutting off anyone's energy. Wouldn't that be an insecure God, soul whisperer? I made all of y'all, and now I need y'all to do what I say. I need worship from you. I need adoration from you. What? Do you tell your kids that? I brought you into this world. I need you to worship me. Bow down and worship me. If your parents said that to you, you would be making some phone calls. Mom and dad are not well. What should we do about it? Your parents don't need your worship or your adoration. Your parents want you to elevate. If we're talking normal parents here, right? Regular parents. We're not talking crazy parents. Regular parents. The regular parents, we want our kids to do even better than we did. We're seeking to teach our kids things that we didn't do when we were 20 or 10 or 30. We want our kids to elevate. We want the next generation to go even higher. You want only good for your kids. Why do you need them to give you accolades? I don't need accolades for my kids. Get out there. You know what your accolade to me is? Go out there and create an amazing life. Let me see you elevate. That's all the accolades I need. And it's the same accolades the universe needs from you. It's the same accolades your ancestors are asking of you right now. You don't need to worship your ancestors. Your ancestors saying, well, why are you giving me this ancestor plate and all that? Your life is still crappy. Now, I appreciate the ancestor plate. I appreciate the offerings. I sure wish you would get up and create a great life. Do you see that as a parent, you will for your children the very best, your children and your children's children and your children's children's children, for all people that you love, even if you never birthed any children, like like Harmony with Brookie. You hear Harmony talk about Brookie. Harmony would give Brookie anything in this universe would not be too much for her. She wants Brookie to thrive, to be happy, to grow up, to be in love, to be. That's what God wants for you. Who made up the God that is a punishing God, that is a mean God, that is a controlling God, that is a manipulative God, that is a murdering God, that is a damning God? Who made this God up? And I say we kill him. How about we get together and we just off him? We just off that dude, because that's not anyone I want to be in connection with. Do you want to be in connection with the God of the Bible? He's killing people. He's calling people. He's calling fire down on people. Why? Because they're using the energy that he gave them in the way that they want to use the energy. That doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. Stop thinking the Christian story makes sense. The way we received it, it doesn't. Deconstruct it and get to the truth. It's veiled. There's a veil. Today I was looking at one of the comments. I was looking at the comment. Here I go for my entertainment again, right? Looking at the comments on TikTok, and someone said, well, you can't be a Christian and a witch. And I just crack up every time I see that. You know why? Because there will always be people telling you that you can't do it, even as you're doing it. There will always be people telling you you can't do it, even as you're doing it. And they said, because the Bible clearly condemns witchcraft. That's what most people think, and that is not true. Yet, very few people will do what you have done, to study, to show thyself approved, to look deeper, to do research, to employ critical thinking skills, to get a rhema word, to read books, to go beyond what was taught in church. Do you realize you are in the minority? The majority of people, they make it easy for me. Just tell me what to think and believe, and I'll do it. And let me just be a parrot because that's just so easy. No, it's not. It's harder to be a minion than it is to be free. Because as long as you're a minion, you stay in your heart. You stay in your heart forever. As long as you're a minion and you're a puppet and you're just doing whatever they tell you to do, it's very hard to do that. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Almost killed me. I tried. I tried to do what they told me to do. I tried to be a good girl. I tried to follow the rules and check the boxes and all that. And then after a while, I was like, what the fuck? For what? What am I getting out of this? But some grief. When am I going to graduate? And it was like, when you die. When I die? Yes. So you mean 70, 80, 90, 100 years I have to be in this? Yes. Do you see the problem with this? Looking around at the church people? No. Sounds good to us. Okay. Peace out. Get me out of this club. This is not the club for me. Get me out of here. Everybody sitting around the church waiting for the great by and by. The by and by. Where's the by and by? Well, none of us have seen the by and by, but they told us it was there. Have you seen the by and by? No, I never seen the by and by. Have you seen the by and by? No, but I heard about it. I heard it's so wonderful. The by and by was lovely. And they start rocking, talking about the by and by. Have you seen the by and by, Pastor? No, but I have faith. You just have to believe. You just have to have faith, because Jesus said, and the Bible says, I'm out. I'm out. And these are the people that are telling me I can't be a Christian witch. Okay. Y'all are touched in the head. You up there waiting 70, 80, 90, 100 years before you can have a lovely life. Because this whole life for you on this planet is about judgment, sin. You will never be able to get out of sin for 70, 80, 90, 100 years. You will not be able to get out of sin. God's garden girl, you with me? I'm out. Did you see the preacher shaming his flock for not buying him a fancy watch? Oh my God. So whisper, please say they So what are these people doing? And who would go back to that church next Sunday? But people just going, get dressed, kids. You're abusing your kids. Your kids don't want to be there. Your kids are sitting there like, can we get out of here? Stop it. You're pinching your kids. You're knuckling your kids in the knee. Sit still. Sit up. The kids are falling asleep. We've been here for 3 hours. I'm hungry. Shut up. Oh, that ain't God. That ain't God. That is not love. Love said right here, right now, I love you, my child. Love said right here, right now, you are the all, the love. Right here, right now, you are the peace and the blessedness of Mother, Father, God. Right here, right now. Apostolic wasn't for me anymore. I'm out. Come on, angel. Come on. Why do people believe these things and steadfastly hold to them, even though it's clear that it's not working in your life and in their lives, the people that do it, it's clear it's not working, and yet they will. It's like people who are still in prison yelling at you because you got free. And this is your day that you're walking free. And rather than celebrating you, from behind prison bars. Well, boo, you can yell at me all you like from behind prison bars. You're still in jail. And I got my get out of jail free card, which is called the love card. All right. That is it. I freaking love you, family. I freaking love you. I love you. I love you. Please be sure to connect with us on the other platforms other than Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. And please also make sure you go to ValerieLove.com and pick up the books and look at the events that we got going on. From behind prison bars, isn't that what they're doing, God's Garden Girl? They're looking at you from behind prison bars. And he's saying, they're mugging you, mean face mugging you from behind prison bars, and you're the one that's free. You figured it out. You said, wait a minute, this church is not it. Now, I don't have to know what is it. I know this is not it. And they're mean mugging you and being mean to you from behind prison bars and yelling at you. It's okay. I mean, I understand it. I probably would be doing the same thing if I was still in jail, because I was doing the same thing when I was in jail. Not anymore. God bless you. Have a beautiful day. Mwah! Peace. Casey out.